Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what you guys need to know right now. What does Spirit need you to know? This could be past, present, or future. All right, you're going to know best how this resonates, where it fits on your timeline. So let's just get into it and see what do your spirit guides need you to know right now. What's the message, holy angels? Let's see. The Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Justice, and the King of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Wands. So there's someone here that's trying to leave something behind, okay? You could be wanting to move on to calmer waters here, waiting on justice, all right? Or there is some sort of justice coming in. Something has to be made fair. Something has to be balanced out. We do have the Seven of Pentacles here, though, so something could be growing for a long time, or you've been putting time, effort into something here, but there's no results yet. This is work over a long period of time. Something is hard work, very hard work, hard, strenuous work. Okay. Let's see. Why is the Six of Swords here? The King of Pentacles in the reverse. The Knight of Wands. All right. The Eight of Cups. They just don't want to walk away. So we're continuing on in this saga here. King of Pentacles in the reverse. They just don't want to walk away from something. They don't want to leave something behind. They don't want to let something go. Okay, and it's because they're trying to move on to calmer waters here, all right? Or they're trying to leave something behind. They're very determined here, okay? What's the Seven of Pentacles? The Truth, the Lovers in reverse, the Nine of Cups. The truth is that there's no relationship here, or there's no collaboration here. There's no lover here. That's the truth, all right? Or this person already knows the truth. This has to do with someone's happiness. What's justice? The Five of Cups. Someone is sad about justice. They're blocked. Two of Wands reverse. The Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups. This king, I feel like it's the King of Pentacles in the reverse. This person is sad that something is fair, that there is justice in a situation, or there is somebody that is upholding justice, okay? And that they're blocked from their plan to create some sort of confusion, lie, manipulate, get away with something, do something deceptive. They're upset about this, that they're blocked from being an illusionist or a liar. They're upset that there's justice, okay? It's like they really feel like this is unfair, that justice exists. Okay. What's the King of Cups? Who's this? Wow, all of them in the reverse. All right, so we have here the Queen of Cups in the reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse. This has to do with somebody that is not trapped, not imprisoned, a breakup, no collaboration, no relationship. All right, tell me more about this King of Pentacles in reverse trying to get away with something. Look, this communication that they came in with, all right? And I feel like this is a continuation of my last reading because the Knight of Swords was the first card out. So this person came in hot and heavy, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, quickly, all right? But again, their intention is that they want to try and get away with something or get out of something, okay? They want to block, I can't believe it, the Chariot is in the reverse again. And Death at the bottom. They're coming in to block forward momentum. They're trying to block someone from moving forward. They want to stop progress. So what are they doing? Oh my God, this person is corrupt. They're a corrupt official. They're trying to stop something from moving forward, okay? The toil and labor in reverse. They don't want something to work. They don't want someone to work on something. They don't want something to work out. This could even be someone that's like giving out an order, right? With the Knight of Swords, like somebody ordering something with communication to stop something, to block something, that something is not allowed to be worked on. So that could be like a boss energy, all right? Or someone with authority. Yeah, thinking about somebody moving forward. Tell me about toil and labor in reverse, please. The Knight of Cups in reverse. They don't want to be generous to someone, or the Ten of Wands. This is about rejection, okay? This person is putting all of their force into something. They're carrying a huge burden, or they're trying to put a burden on someone. The Sun in reverse, they're working in overtime, in overdrive, to make sure something doesn't come to light, to make sure that something doesn't move forward. There's no truth here in a situation. Mirroring each other, introspection. A mirror, mirroring something. Because something is mirrored, or something is a mirror image, or something about looking in the mirror, introspection. Or they don't want something to be looked into, introspection. Yeah, they don't want the truth to come out about something. So it's almost like this person used their authority or an order or information to stop something from being looked into. To stop someone's work, to stop someone from working on something. So they're abusing their power of authority, basically, to stop the truth from coming out. So what's the Seven of Pentacles? The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is about job, career, investment, what somebody spends their time doing here. The Page of Wands, a message about the Ace of Cups in reverse, Ace of Pentacles, King of Swords in reverse. This has to do with what this person has, I feel like it's what they've been working on for a long time, or what they've been investing into for a long time, or it's what you've been working on for a long time, but they want to disrupt it because of the truth about something here. It's like they don't want the truth to come out. So whatever they did it in a way where they thought nobody would figure out that they have a hand in something, right? They don't want anyone to find out that they have a hand in whatever this is. So if this is like a bad boss, right? Because that's kind of what I'm getting. Let's just take the example of like a boss, and there's some sort of an accident at work, and this person wants to claim insurance. All right, so they want to get a payout because of something that happened at work, and they want to do something here. So you or someone in this situation is like looking into this, investigating this, trying to figure out what happened here, because you know there's some sort of an insurance report or whatever, and you start to get too close to the truth. Did you hear that crack? You start to get too close to the truth that this boss might have done this on purpose in order to claim insurance. So basically they committed fraud. You get what I'm saying? So it kind of looks like they send out an order from the top telling you, stop working on this immediately. You're no longer allowed to work on this because you're getting too close to figuring out that this is not just an insurance claim, it's actually insurance fraud. You get what I'm saying? You're getting too close to the truth. The Star in reverse, yeah, they don't want their goal to be ruined or their reputation to be ruined, or, you know, this doesn't reflect their, whatever they were hoping for would happen, right? Okay, King of Wands at the bottom. So what's this about? They're in despair, or someone is in despair. Oh, wealthy man. Look, I'm telling you, I feel like this wealthy man is the King of Pentacles in the reverse, all right? This person created, I feel like despair might be the story that they created, or that they're trying to appear like this was a horrible accident and they have no idea what happened, or maybe they are in despair because you're starting to catch on to the fact that, like, this might not have just been some sort of an accident. They have a hand in this, and they try to stop you from finding out the actual truth. Now, it doesn't have to be something like insurance, guys. That's just the example. You know, I try to tell you guys in a way where everybody kind of gets the energy, right? But it's just something like that. So why is justice here? Unexpected income. They wanted money for something, or they wanted to receive something, right? They wanted to receive something. And the thing is, like, look, again, this person is sad. They're upset right now because if justice were to prevail or the truth were to come out, then they would get blocked. They feel like everything that they did would have been in vain. For nothing. It's like, great, now I burned down my factory for nothing. I'm not even going to get what I thought I was going to get here by lying and deceiving and manipulating and creating an illusion. It's like they don't actually want justice. They don't want something to be fair, right? They don't want justice for what happened. They want to cheat the system to their own advantage. And anyone that gets too close, it's like, stop, you're not allowed to work on this anymore, okay? Wow. Yeah. It has to do with money. I can't, look, family room in reverse, sudden wealth and family room, or the room in the reverse. This has to do with some sort of money. Yeah, there's something that they block deliberately, okay? Because they don't want the truth to come out. This King of Pentacles in the reverse, they blocked something on purpose. They brought down the order on purpose so that the truth wouldn't come out. And it has something to do with money, okay? What else? Because of the King of Swords and the Ten of Cups, so this could have to do with a family member, all right? Somebody's family, or a family and a King of Swords, okay? The Seven of Pentacles, yeah, whatever they've been working on, or what you've been working on, okay, what someone has been working on here for a long time, putting a lot of time and effort into something here. They don't want something to change. They don't want something to transform, okay, or they don't want something to get anywhere. A Queen of Wands. Who are these two people? Why is the Queen of Wands and a King of Swords here? This has to do with somebody taking a journey, or somebody trying to move something forward, with someone being in bad health, okay? Or something being in bad health, someone being in bad health, all right? I feel like you tried to move something forward here, okay? Maybe it has something to do with health, or something, I don't know, something about a family and somebody being in bad health. Or this is what they tried to do. They tried to move this forward. They tried to go at this because of some sort of a gain that they had in it. And as soon as it got too close to the fact that this was not real, or this was a lie, or this was just some sort of a strategy that they had, they shut it down. A main female. And a relationship. Yeah, something about a relationship. High honor, okay? Could have somebody that's supposed to have some sort of honor or some sort of title. A coffin. Endings bring new beginnings. This person ended something. I feel like they put an end to something. I feel like they put an end to something, okay, so that it wouldn't go anywhere. Camera, not today. Yeah, avoiding a conversation call person. Not dealing with something, all right? They wanted to avoid a certain conversation. They wanted to avoid something from moving forward, they wanted to end something completely. Coffin, not deal with it. They don't, or maybe they didn't want you to deal with it anymore. Okay, maybe they called you on the phone and said, you're not dealing with this anymore. You're off. You're not going to work on this anymore. You're not going to investigate something, okay? You're not going to look into this. Because of something in the past, because they're trying to control the perception of the past. They're trying to control the perception of what happened here. So if you start digging into the truth and looking at what really happened, you're going to find out that they had a hand in it, right? Like I said, it's like somebody burning down their own factory, trying to claim it as an insurance accident. And then when you start looking into it and start questioning, like, is that really what happened though? Was it really an accident, right? They're like, you're not going to do this anymore. I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm going to take you off of this. You're not dealing with this anymore. It's over. You're not going to look into this anymore. It's over. Yeah, because you're getting too close to the truth. They don't want to be found out that they did this, okay, to fraud the system, right? So why are they all sad now, though? Now they're sad because something is blocked. Okay, or I don't know, maybe you were sad at some point, wondering why the hell you got blocked. Yeah, because you got too close to the truth. That's why. Okay, I don't know. Let's see. Why is this here sadness and this was sabotage. This was intentional sabotage with the Five of Swords being here. It's because I feel like you wanted to take a leap of faith here, right? You were ready to kind of explore maybe into different directions, or you wanted to, just because this person is telling you this is what happened, this was an accident, this is an insurance case, or whatever this is, right? Doesn't have to be that, but it's like, you were ready to kind of look in different directions. You're like, can I see the security tapes? Can I interview these people? Can I look into this? And they were like, no. Yeah, because they did it. That's why. That they don't want you to figure out what really happened. The Tower in reverse, they don't want that catastrophe. They don't want it blowing back on them. Okay, they don't want to face the Tower moment, the shocking realization that changes everything and brings a faulty foundation built on lies down. They didn't want that to happen. Okay. So it was the King of Cups. The World in reverse, they couldn't complete something here with a King of Cups, or they didn't want you to complete something here. The Four of Swords in reverse, yeah, they were growing restless. They were getting anxious. They didn't want you to see something. They did not want you to see something. Not enough. The Chaser. I feel like the chaser is like you're trying to chase after the truth, and they're telling you, oh no, something wasn't enough. No, it's not enough. You're not doing enough. It's not enough. Something wasn't enough. Or this is some sort of sabotage due to someone else's ego, okay? Yeah, it's because they're hiding something. They're pretending. They're hiding something that they did in the past, and it's the perception that they created of the past and what happened. All right, so why is the Eight of Swords in reverse here? High honor. Because somebody doesn't want to go to prison. They don't want to get trapped in something. They're trying to free someone else from imprisonment or entrapment. High honor. Using a position of power and authority to do it. Yeah, look at this. A false person. They're a false person. A mature man in the reverse. They blocked your pathway, or they tried to block a pathway because they wanted something to be given to them, or they wanted to give something to you, or something that was given to you, okay? Or something that was supposed to be given to you, they blocked it. They blocked something on purpose because they didn't want something to be given to you. Yeah, this was a strategy. This was intentional sabotage, okay? Because they don't want the truth to come out. That's what it is. So, all right, guys, let's see. What's the closing words here for this one? What is the closing words? The Fool in reverse. Something is foolish, or they don't want you to take a leap of faith. They don't want you to take a risk. The Devil in reverse. Oops. The Emperor. The Three of Cups and the World. So I don't know if the King of Pentacles in reverse is the Emperor or the boss of multiple people, or if that's you. All right, just take it how it resonates. But they're trying to detach themselves from something that they did. They don't want to be attached to a stupid risk that they took, which is whatever they did over here that they're now trying to cover up. They don't want to be attached to this, that they did this. The Queen of Swords. And it has to do with a house, a property, something that they did at a home or at a location. Yeah, it's something that they did. It's either something that they built based on lies, or it's something that they did at an actual property or at an actual home or their job. Okay, whatever this is, right? They did something intentionally. And now they want to act like they weren't a part of this, like they didn't help with this. They didn't do this to commit some sort of fraud. Yeah, trying to get themselves out of trouble. They don't want to go to prison. Oh, it wasn't the intention that they go to prison. The intention was for them to commit fraud and get what they want, right? And this has to do with a breakup or not. A house. A house. Or a job or a location or a property or a building, right? And a breakup. Oh yeah, this King of Pentacles in reverse, they definitely know what this was. And they definitely know what happened here. And they definitely know it was fraud. And they just don't want anyone figuring out what actually happened here. What actually went down. Because it smells like a setup. It reeks of setup. Intentional. Like I said, burning down your own factory so that you can claim insurance. It's something like that. It doesn't, that's just the example, but it's intentional. Whatever they did, it was intentional. And now they don't want to be found out. They don't want people to find out the truth. So you're onto them. I feel like this is just a confirmation for you that you're onto them. And if they try to shut you down or shut you out or tell you you're not allowed to look there, or I'm going to order you to do this and you're not going to. It's because they're hiding something, okay? They don't want you to figure out what really happened. You're onto them in July, June, September, Aries, and a Virgo. Someone's sister, father, and February. Okay. And then we have a Taurus. So King of Pentacles in reverse could be a Taurus, all right? August and May. And that's all we have. Taurus, Virgo, and Aries. And then Capricorn, all right? So I hope this helps, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time.